Guys, welcome to the Super Post Show where we talk about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about Daredevil Born Again. All right, so there are some rumors about Daredevil that I wanted to talk to you guys about because it will be coming out soon, and I think that this is a show that a lot of people are anticipating. So I do have a lot of things that I want to talk to you about. So the rumors for Daredevil is that it is going to be grounded and that it focuses on really serious themes, but it's going to be a bit lighter tone than what we've seen in the previous Netflix Daredevil show. There is going to be a heavy focus on Matt Murdock helping his clients outside of the courtroom, which is the usual like plot, right? He takes on someone, they have trouble, and then he uses his Daredevil persona to kind of bring a lot of the stuff that is happening in the dark to the light. I love that. Also, as far as everyone has heard, like in kind of the leak circle and all that jazz, Elektra will not be in the show. I most likely think that Echo is going to take that role of Elektra for this first season, and I think that in season 2 and 3 and 4, I think that she's going to kind of come in that way. But I do think that Echo is going to play a big role in this Daredevil Born Again series. Now, as lots of Daredevil fans have been saying, right, there has been a big concern regarding the darkness and the violence of the original because this won't be rated, like R. But now, for me personally, I do like the idea that it will be toned down a little, mostly because it did seem like in the original Daredevil show, it kind of came off as like the tone kind of ate up Daredevil's characters sometimes, like sometimes when I watch it, it felt a little too dark that it eats away at the darkness of the character. Like I feel like you can have a bit lighter tones and the character won't and it won't eat up the character. So like prime example, right? When I watch the Batman, the tone is super dark and I love it, but it doesn't eat away at Robert Pattinson's acting. And sometimes the tone can for Daredevil can kind of eat away at Charlie Cox acting. So he can be acting his butt off, and because it's so dark, it's like, bro, like it's kind of like, and also with such a dark tone in the MCU, it's hard to have heroes like Spider-Man and other lightly toned characters integrated into these shows, And like for a prime example, right? Kingpin and Hawkeye, like in my opinion, they made the perfect changes to him to make him fit the MCU. Because like I mean, we definitely get remnants of the old Kingpin, but I mean, he darn near looks like the comic book adaptation, and he looks great. I love Kingpin in the MCU, and I love his tone being a little bit lighter than what we saw in the original Daredevil shows. And in my opinion, a lighter tone lets us dig into the fact that this is a comic book project. Daredevil's Netflix Kingpin to me kind of felt too real, and I loved his depiction in Hawkeye. It was actually amazing. So I hope that they kind of keep that going. I also love that this plot is going to be very simple. I think it's a great way to start off the show. Now, we also heard that Foggy and Karen Page will not be returning, and that at the moment they will not be recast. Now, honestly, I love Foggy and Karen Page. I thought that they fit the original Daredevil show perfectly. To be real with you, we can do without them. All we need, honestly, is the Punisher, Daredevil, and either Elektra or Echo. I don't think we really need them in the show. And a lot of fans are upset, but I think once fans actually see the show, there's probably going to be no fit for Foggy in them in this, in my opinion. And I am really excited for this show. And in my opinion, right, when I think of the tone of the show, they literally need to hit the line, like the line of darkness. So like an example would be like maybe the same tone as Batman, but a tiny bit lighter than that. You know what I mean? Because I do think that with the Batman, it's so dark that I couldn't see Superman in this universe at all. So I mean, I think that it should be as dark as that, but a little bit lighter type of a tone. And I think that with that, we can still get the violence and the action where you can feel the punches. But I also think that it's going to be light enough to where you can integrate other characters in into this, because I do believe that a lot of characters are going to be introduced through this Daredevil Born Again show, and not just in season 1, but through all of the other seasons. And I think that they're going to use a lot of these longer shows to kind of streamline kind of, a bunch of other characters coming in. I also heard something about the way that the episodes are going to be. So we're not going to get like all like 18 or 20 episodes in one season. Apparently, it's kind of going to look like that there's going to be like 6 episodes, and then we'll take a pause, and then they'll probably let another show run. Then we'll get 6 more episodes. And I actually like that style. And I'm pretty sure some anime shows tried it as well. And I heard that it's working very well. I do think that sometimes you can get overloaded with too many episodes. So I think kind of having 6 episodes, letting it sit with you, and then you get to see another show, and then you end the year with 6 more episodes. I think that's actually a great idea, and so I'm really excited to see how that's going to work as well. But it definitely seems like Marvel is putting a lot into Daredevil Born Again, and when you think about the places that they're filming, they're doing some really ballsy things. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with the Daredevil character and how they go about it, because this is going to be a really big deal, and Marvel cannot fumble this Daredevil back, because if they do, it's going to be a little nasty. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening. Do me a favor, guys. Please like and subscribe and show some love. Thank you guys so much. Peace. Stay crispy.